went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with...
Yet you see fit to keep me in a...
Yes, but
Eaten, like the weekend.
it would be difficult enough.
Enough! You're yipping...
No.
Yes, I thought not. Now...
Yes, Auntie.
Good. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now, hold a moment, Car. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire. Come see me before...
Allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, Everything happened. I do not believe in signs. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me.
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollection. The record room is in this... But surely a go-getter like yourself is more ambitious, aren't we? Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, the Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as the Ministry of Accuracy. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the grafted. Unfortunately, the program resulted in many casualties, and what few successes we have, Protectorate subjects will. But I have reason to believe that their system is less. Yes. One additional word of warning. An opportunity to attain my... Find your way to the ministry.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's worse than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's choice couldn't outmaneuver her. Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's gone untouched by this war. I'll take fighting ramps over living in a surveillance state any day.
Confronting threat.
over here before you get yourself killed.
No, he ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Yeah? Well, I'm Trooper Silong. Inez, former combat medic, Enhanced Soldier Division. Now just a menial troubleshooter who looks to have gotten her job swept out from under her. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, they ain't even letting me finish the jobs they send me on. Kinda making it hard to prove myself here. And this rep didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it. Well, the only people who believe that are in this room right now. Including that dead rapt, I reckon. I'm considered a liability. My graft's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanent. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. I just know I can do... Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. No. Bet they'd erase it. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to. Nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft, it could pursue fixing it myself, were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. Ain't easy moving between companies. Get the feeling. Anyhow, good luck in there.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's been Auntie's choice.
Enthusiastically
The idea is to kill them before you die.
ready to assist with agent's health needs.
How are you still upright over there?
Entering application state.
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzos, bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-defense.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption.
Commander, there is a ammunition can.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together.
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Calm down. You know well would not have been necessary had you completed your task in a timely manner.
I'll calm down when you stop bringing your little excuses. How about that?
My, such aggression. We scarcely need add hostility to your list of inadequacies, Trooper Sealong, no mind. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what? Excellent! Leaves that someone in my...
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send... If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose...
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an...
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer.
It most assuredly is not good. This is unheard.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a And you? I got a prop.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But the acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the... Worry not. The culmination of my plan will bring me the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox Stick. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion, though a handful of Protectorate yaysayers still cling to it. My plan requires their conversion. Verily. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Perhaps. The kit contains a wide variety of... Some items may serve as honey, swaying the naysayers to our side. Others are blunt implements. Slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly succeed. I'm sure there are kindred spirits in Westport. No, Westport represents a challenge. The challenge presented by the majority of the Protectorate. Fairfield citizenry were given ample incentive to fold for they could, but the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk death for their ideals and cannot be swayed by the lights of Fairfield. If I can convert them, I can convert... Shh, Not so loud. The hat can tell when you're questioning it. The people of Westport don't trust me. I cannot help these people achieve salvation until I know what it is they yearn for. You are a third party. You're presumably trustworthy. I need you to act on my behalf. I say if the situation is serendipitous, so much the better. Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of Purple Berry Crunch. With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Motivate him to depart. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself, well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind. Limited, then consider yourself be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them. While I can't say for certain, I strongly... Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there got a proposition. If you help me fix my... And in time, maybe Oliver had a feeling you knew a... Doc Tinsley worked with...
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Pulverizing them, approach with... Oh, Inez!
Something has, all right.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? That is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career... Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But
would if I could have done more.
Despite your insinuation, there are plenty of good folk around here. But perhaps not many with Doc's particular skill set.
Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified the first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a... I happened upon an old report.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too. It is. Rare, once-in-a-generation divergence in the crabble population. Powerful...
The second candidate is a raptidon matriarch. The only one of her kind on the island, as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory.
When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must... Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch. Yes, though Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin search...
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzles.
No. 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 Let me know when you need a distraction.
Imagine it's pleasant. You hear that?
Let's get to the blow.
Anyone else hear a medic?
Back in business. Help me out!
All right, that new game smells wearing off.
Carr mentioned this place once. Trained up arbiters to kill without remorse.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander. I'm at. Hey, got a distraction for you. Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base.
We're closed. Did you not hear me? This place is Why are you asking?
The people she...
By the architect.
Yeah. Imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she...
And Howard?
That ain't something...
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded.
Does she?
Why don't you take a law...
By the...
She...
I can't say, but it may be one of the things I wish I knew. I haven't... Maybe none of this would have happened had I not... How did... That's when things became... She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Vic, among other things. But you know how it worked. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there... She was so agitated when After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time. No. But it had to be someone. We became... For some reason, we all were, which was surprising. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so... What do you mean? It was where she worked. One of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't...
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She said learn. Some days I would.
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield. I'm ashamed to admit.
That sounds like it could be her agent identification.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. Just a religion driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, that's all.
Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get
promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people as executive material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen.
So long
and other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This is Sanitation Specialist Cutshaw, soon to be VP of something big, signing off.
Take it up with the head office.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears,
personal
it's because
like
the damn
trading some
problems
wages
ran us
not
out
to
of
have
the
to deal with
hotel.
Let's not waste each
Settle your
other's
wares
time.
elsewhere. Residue is more than might irritating.
Scout report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Excellent.
Those guards are mighty agitated. Some are wearing gas masks. Yeah. Something ain't right here. We should be cautious.
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Command?
just turned over.
They did me in! Help me out!
Lay low, Commander. Next order. Pick me up. I'd do it for you. Grenade!
Heard something. What was that? Whoever this is! Let me... They did me in! Help me out!
you're leaving.
Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
No troublemaker.
A life outside our lab? No.
Yeah.
Looks like a fight.
The heat off you, Commander.
place? Oh, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point.
Miles.
Well.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say, you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
I didn't know. Didn't realize you would...
What else was I to think? Let's not mince words. You ran from the cause. I stayed. And suffered for it. And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off? So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend.
Look, I'm not...
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when I actually needed you? Did he now?
Reckon I've got this, Commander. No need to bring in the reserve just yet. I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. I barely managed to evade.
Found her!
Audra! Fuck! That was one of my operatives. Without that cipher, if you're sincere in your desire to help.
I am.
Okay. And do exercise discretion, as well as...
Not to worry.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't...
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving. And that might...
designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
At least it's not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? If you need someone to talk...
Hogarth.
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word of the wise. Despite what you...
We all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep.
The matriarch and sovereign chose Israel for perfection.
Greetings. It is my esteemed but where are my manners? Serving Unit 1.
Confirm.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. And that would be worse than what we've already endured? We are better than they. That is unlikely. Our society was built from the bed. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every person for themselves. They love it as much as I. Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor. That brings me to I believe something still can be done. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves. We are not miracle. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement, Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs. These fine and decent folk don't deserve if I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogram. The Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences.
Look around. If the Protectorate wanted to do right by you, you wouldn't be starved.
Fairfield? Why, they're the reason we're in this mess. You'll forgive me for questioning such... I owe it to every single person here to try. Of course. Abandon every last ideal to climb the rungs of the...
Well, it's either that or die here with all dignity.
Nobody needs go anywhere. I have the aid of key pillars of our community. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers. Mock me if you must, but I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact. Rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios, I am unaccustomed to such talk. Don't take much to it. Let us talk plainly. What would it take to secure your aid? Farewell now. The itinerant stranger returns. Nobody needs go any. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it. Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your farewell.
Terrible suffering, poor tears. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night.
This is TV Fairfield with a special one.
Normally, I can only listen. Apologies for not noticing you there. Caught me reciting passages. That part always hits me directly. To quote my boy, that's wonderful. Others in Westport fail to... A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. Ha! You likely guessed their influence right off. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret, I am exceedingly skilled at keeping... How I've waited to hear those words. Anything I might... Really? What was he like? Bold? Assertive? With a... an audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains... With a full case, I might gorge upon... Oh, but what would... I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude? No, I couldn't. Righto! Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck. As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice... Well, ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator. If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. Of course.
I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice.
I know if it was healthy, the sovereign would preside.
Believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your plate.
That endless... Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. Charles. I've no desire to speak of the current state. Why I cannot fathom any of my people or I even contemplating, because we of the Protectorate believe in something. But in the end, I have my own means of helping them. It's a gamble, no arguing that. But anything else is simply giving up and wait. Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. Certainly. What would you like to know? I know as an ours, we're also... Is there anything else? Farewell.
Auntie's choice. Every... To succeed, are you a get-up-and-go-getter? Auntie's choice is the...
I'm very curious how the town is going to function without...
We'll have to do the work with our hands?
I'm sure this is all part of the forced you into...
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine. I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much better.
Or Colossicus Arum is responsible for dumping several pounds.
That doesn't sound like a sentient communique.
The announcer's voice is so
That by the dozens surrounding most settlements and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye.
Almost missed the routine Got that Milver Street fellow said in Fairfield. Could that truly be true? Or is it a base falsity foisted by Auntie's choice to... Oh, and they hire you too. You're not simply assigned a role, but you, I guess, need to prove competence? And maybe even...
Hit the broadside of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
That didn't sound like prudence at all.
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning.
That vacuous... the itinerant stranger returns. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well, my people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to give up... Things are fine. I've tried to... Regardless, now that we're all... My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve. Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion. Oh, come now. You're right. I can't withstand this innate... Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps if I offer my old subjects periodic... All right, then.
Where nature ends, we begin.
under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Job, Zero G Brew, and Auntie
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I can even
I just even the slightest scintilla of success so elude me. Is it my destiny?
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. From the hushed, I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not. Trust will take time to build. Time and patience. You've given me a great deal to I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see. Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunt. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
Freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm to the win. Well, maybe I am.
The others appear to be acclimatized. Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Judging by the way, yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and Regrettably, yes. I may have been branded a traitor. Brigadier Montelli is a stain on the Protectorate's good name, and every moment he remains, that will have to farewell.
You can't spell heinous acidic without...
figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators. To do your job is a virtue. Every party. Glorious bounty for all. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Back again. You again.
We're not protected.
Esculape? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? I gather you haven't... Montelli, damn him! She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Council wants some... Thanks. Quick, though. Before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's kind of you to all.
If you're too hurt to walk...
No, it's not that.
That might just be the most ruthless bait in...
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another, I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When
I have my doubts. Even if...
What do you... You know how relentless the... Please.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander? Yes, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take you too long.
Excellent work. I'd say I won't forget how you've helped me, but, well, you know.
Good luck, Art.
Likewise.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport? What in the blazes was that? What do you mean? All of them? And you didn't think to dissuade her? Damn it, Niles! Our cause isn't served by more corpses. Does a blow to the face hurt? Was she at least able to give you the cipher? I wish the success of this venture had not come at such a terrible cost. Perhaps I was...
Can't fault you for having doubt.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm pleased Niles has found... I haven't much to reward you with, but this information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use.
Sure. Anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Got time for a debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the protect. Yeah. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins? On Triangular might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't cut them with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top-heavy, you keep paying. Thanks again for going out.